Hey, Thomas Tennis here again with another fabulous video, and today I want to talk about the golf swing and the tennis swing and how they're much more alike than people like to say. I'm going to not only help your golf swing as well as your tennis swing. So I want to talk about body mechanics, and it's so complicated. People talk about this power chain, your legs, then your hips, then your shoulders, then in golf and in tennis, the arms are completely neglected, but the arms are, I'd say, at least half of the stroke. I mean, they're a huge part of a tennis stroke and a golf stroke. So if you ignore the arms, you're really going to have problems in tennis. If you have this idealistic thing that you're going to do a really nice shoulder turn on every stroke, and the unit turn is, of course, a big thing. Everybody talks about the unit turn, as if the whole thing is done with you're moving your arms and your shoulders and everything back together, and now they come forward together. Well, this is pure poppycock, because there's a lot of strokes, a lot of stroke positions that you're not going to be able to where you won't be able to hit the ball. Let's say you have a really low ball in front of you. How do you hit that ball with a unit turn? That's all going to be done with your arms and your wrists. You can't turn. You can't do that turn. Or if you're out reaching for a ball way out here, which is a fairly common thing that happens in tennis, how do you hit that ball out here? You can't do the unit turn, or you can't turn your shoulders, you know. So you need to be able to have a stroke that's going to work in all situations. So the arm is a huge part of the stroke. Now, if you have an ideal shot where you're set up and the ball's coming in a good position for you to hit, here's what happens. The first thing that happens is you're going to do basically a half of a unit turn. So I'm going to be like this. The first thing that's going to happen is my shoulders are going to go. Your hips and your legs will follow. So the first thing is my shoulders are going to go, okay? Once I get my shoulders turned, now my arms take over back here. So the first thing is half of a unit turn, shoulders turn, and now your arms, you're going to really feel your arms go back. You're not going to keep rotating around like this, or your back is going to be so turned to the net, you're not going to be able to hit the ball. So what you want to do is you want to get in your ready position. If the ball's coming right here in an ideal position for you to hit, you want to do half of a unit turn. When I get my shoulders turned, my arms are going to take over, and they're going to take the racket all the way back. Now on the way back, it's the same order. When I'm back here, my shoulders are going to turn, my arms are not going to release. My arms are not going to do much until I get up to about here. My shoulders are almost all the way open, now my arms are going to take over. So it's shoulders, arms, shoulders, arms. Now the same thing is true with a golf swing. A lot of people say golf swings and tennis swings are very different, but they really are not very different. Now, if I'm hitting a golf ball, I want to get into my stance. The first thing that's going to happen is my unit turn, half of a unit turn. My shoulders are going to turn, and my shoulders are going to turn until the club gets to about here, about parallel to the ground. My shoulders now are nicely turned. Then the arms take over, and now my arms are going to come up to here, see? Now when I come back, it's shoulders first again. If I do my arms first again, I'm going to have this dreaded over-the-top motion that's going to kill your golf swing. So you want to go shoulders to here, now your arms. Now on the way down, I want to really, really rip my shoulders and my hips and everything, but my shoulders come into the stroke first from the top also. So it's shoulders, arms, shoulders to here. Now my arms whip into the shot. Boom. So it's shoulders, arms, arms. On a tennis stroke, it's the same thing. It's going to be here, it's going to be shoulders. Your arm doesn't do much until you get to here, and now your arm takes over. Now on the forward swing, my shoulders take over, and then my arms. So it's shoulders, arms, arms. And if you keep this in mind, that your shoulders go first, then your arms, and then on the way back, your shoulders, and then your arms. Your stroke is going to really feel good. Now, there's a lot of situations in tennis. Every situation in golf is like that. Shoulders, arms, shoulders, arms. In tennis, you know, a lot of times you're going to, like I say, you're going to be reaching out, and it's going to be an arm shot. If you're reaching way out here to hit the ball, it's arm and wrist. That's all you got to hit the ball with. Or if you have one down here, boom. Or if you have one up here, you can't do a huge, beautiful half a unit turn, idealistic shoulders, arms. Up here is going to be not a lot of shoulder turn. That's just the way it is. So you're going to have to do it with your arm and your wrist. So a lot of tennis strokes, you can't do the ideal shoulders, arms. But in most cases, if you get yourself in position, see my shoulders are back, and then my arms go, step in. I'm coming forward with my shoulders first, and then my arms, boom. So the key is shoulders, arms. And now I'm going to show you some tennis pros, and I'm going to show you how they do exactly what I'm telling you. And I'm also going to throw in a golf stroke and show you that with the golf stroke, it's the same as with the tennis stroke. It's shoulders to here, now arms, shoulders back down first, now arms, okay? It's really simple, really basic, and I hope this helps you out. So I'll put a few videos on here so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, let's take a look at a couple of professional golf swings. Notice how these guys turn their shoulders, their arms don't move much till they're about parallel to the ground, then the arms continue on. See how the shoulders turn? Then the arms go after he's parallel to the ground. Now on the way down, the shoulders go first until he reaches parallel to the ground, then the arms go. Okay, let's take a look at Novak's backhand here. Notice how he takes his shoulders back, then his arms go. Shoulders forward, arms go. Same thing happens with the forehand. You're going to see him on the forehand, you're going to see him turn his shoulders, taking the racket back, and then his arms haven't gone yet. Now they're going. He's already turned his shoulders. Next thing is the shoulders go forward first, then the arm. And that's it. It's pretty simple.